Thank you for joining us here today on the Cougar Digital Marketing Minute. We're here to try to make sense out of marketing for small business owners. I've got Ashley on the horn here with me today, and we're going to talk a little bit about conversions, what they are, why you should be tracking them, and what it means for small businesses in their marketing. Ashley, let's just start with the basics. Like, what is a conversion?
Well, a conversion is really any sort of measurable action that a user will take on your website. That could be something like a form submission or a phone call. It could even be a brochure download or something similar to that. There's hard conversions, which we would consider, they're giving your contact information. They're giving their contact information to you. Then there's also softer conversions, like they visited a certain page or they viewed certain content. They viewed a video, for instance.
Who decides what a conversion is?
That's really something that's decided in the strategy. It's kind of a team effort between the business owner and the agency, if they have one. That's something that is dependent on your goals and really what you're looking to get out of your marketing efforts and what you're wanting to track.
So you figure out some conversions, what you want to have happen, and why you're going to pay some money to possibly get that content in front of more people so that then they'll take A, B, or C action. How do you then track those conversions? How do you tell if you're getting traction?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to track conversions. There's in any ad platform like Google Ads or Facebook Ads, they have native ways for you to track conversions. And analytics, Google Analytics, there are ways to track conversions, and those are all really good metrics and ways to track those actions. One of the tools that we use at our agency, Cougar Digital, is Google Tag Manager, and tag managers are really cool little tools that allow you to really get detailed information about the actions, not just what actions are taken, but some of the variables also that are included in that.
Can you show me what it might look like to an end business user who's not going to be familiar with Tag Manager, doesn't know how that works, but wants to see at the end of the day, hey, how did my ads perform? What valuable actions did I get from these advertising dollars?
Sure. So tag managers are basically code catchers. They are a way for us to control what information is funneled where and with what granularity. This is the conversion page. This is where we track conversions for one of our clients in Google Ads. We've used Tag Manager and Analytics together to really get some detailed data about how people are interacting with our website after our client's website after they have clicked on an ad. So you'll see here that we have some Google has these basic conversions already set in. Those are not under our control, but we also have phone number clicks. Those are on mobile. We have calls from ads. We can track people who have clicked on our call only ads. From analytics, we're able to tell who is spending how much time on the site and how far they're getting into the site. That's really important information for making sure that we're keeping their interest. And of course, there's also the contact form submissions, appointment form submissions. Those are those hard conversions that I was talking about earlier. And then we can also track those soft conversions like video views, which again show a level of interaction, how much the user is really getting into the content and how much we're keeping their interest. And as you can see, we are able to really get numbers here. This is 1 month's data, and we're really able to show the value of the ads that we are running.
Yep, that's awesome. From a business owner standpoint, that makes a ton of sense to me. Like, here's the money I spent, here's where those ads went, here's what the people did that saw those ads. And then you can start to, evaluate, like, is it making sense? Should I spend more money? Am I making enough to warrant adding another campaign?
Absolutely, and that's what helps us, tweak these ads and monitor these ads from the day-to-day basis. I mean, we are constantly using this data to modify how we present the ads.
The other thing I might touch on too is, it used to be that in order to get a really large audience, access to a really large audience, an advertiser had to spend a lot of money and do like TV or radio. And the digital landscape has just really kind of blown that out of the water and has changed the game. And you now have the ability to get a very large audience for a smaller end budget that can then really have a big impact on your business.
Absolutely. I mean, it's really leveled the playing field as far as You know, we're able to, with our local business clients, we're able to get on the same stage for the same cost as their national competitors. And that's just, you know, it's been a game changer.
Yep. And when you think about it, you know, historically, radio and TV have always been very difficult to track conversions on. You know, it's not been a super transparent. And that's where digital has an advantage. You know, digital is, with the conversion tracking like you just showed us, we're able to correlate, hey, here's how much you spent, here's what you got, and really like black and white terms. So you can see what your ROI is, and you can see if it makes sense to increase your spending or decrease your spending or add another campaign. It just makes total black and white sense from a business standpoint.
Right.
It really adds a layer of transparency to your advertising that you might not have had before.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it really changes the landscape of like you said, how we're able to see the data. And you know, if you ran TV ads before, you were kind of just hoping that the phone rang more, hoping that you saw an increase of traffic to your site. But with this, I mean, you know exactly what you're getting, especially with tag managers and the really advanced tracking. You know, you're able to see who purchased after how long, where they came from, and what the purchase value was, and whether they came back. I mean, it's just so so granular.
That's awesome. The other thing that you made me think of is just, yeah, hopefully hoping the phone rings more. If you're out there and you're doing that, contact us about call tracking, because we can help you with that and you can know where those phone calls are coming from. But we'll talk about that in another episode. Ashley, thanks for being on the horn today and running us through our conversion tracking. If you're out there in the digital landscape and you need help with conversion tracking, don't hesitate to give us a call. We'd be glad to take a look at what you got and help guide you in the right direction.
Absolutely. See you next time.
All right.